AFC Liverpool and Colne met for the second time in 4 days, after disruption to the season meant both league fixtures were shunted into the final days of the campaign, and the Reds had the psychological advantage, having won the reverse fixture 3-0. And they built upon that advantage as they took the lead within a minute, when Colne Hand claimed his first goal for the club after getting his head to Anthony Browne's deflected cross. Remarkably, just a minute later, Hand thought he'd claimed his second goal of the evening as he headed the ball over the line after Steve Jones's shot had been partially saved by Christopher Thompson, but the goal was chalked off when Hand was ruled to be offside. Bolstered by that early goal, the Reds were comfortably in control of the match, and when Steve Jones's cross wasn't cleared by the Colne defence, Jack Sinnott came close to adding his name to the score sheet. Though this was their 12th match of the month, AFC Liverpool showed little sign of fatigue when they wanted to put Colne under pressure, or indeed step up the pace of their passing, which on this occasion brought about a chance for Ronald Morgan. The only blip for the Reds in the opening 20 minutes came about when Sean Lake attempted to clear the ball, but instead gave it straight to Jason Hart, though the keeper made amends for his mistake. However, 5 minutes later the visitors equalised seemingly out of nowhere when a free kick delivered into the Reds' box was only cleared to the D, and James Crorken shot through the defence and past Sean Lake. That was Crorken's 4th goal of the season, and his first since scoring in a 1-1 draw against Padiham back in February. The visitors, though, were only on level terms for a couple of minutes, as a quickly taken corner allowed Colne Hand to return the favour by supplying the cross for Anthony Browne to head in his 3rd goal of the season. It was the defender's first goal since scoring in the 2-2 away draw against Congleton Town back in October. When a perfectly weighted 50-yard pass from Darren Torpey put Steve Jones in behind the Colne defence, it looked as though a 3rd Reds goal was on the cards until Bill Williams intervened with a last-ditch tackle. Just before half-time, Steve Jones forced Christopher Thompson to get down at his near post to prevent the Red striker from finding the bottom corner direct from the free kick. Colne looked a little more up for it after the restart, and things may have turned out differently had anyone got a touch on James Crorken's corner as it bounced across the face of Sean Lake's goal. However, the game was effectively ended as a contest on 54 minutes when, after some neat interchanging of passing, Anthony Browne released Sean Harris down the left flank and he squared for Colne Morgan, who side-footed into the net from close range despite the best efforts of Benjamin Hoskin. It was Morgan's 8th goal of the season, and all of them had come in the league. Rob Lamont replaced Anthony Browne after the 3rd goal and straight away began posing problems for the Colne back line, and when Stephen Williams nicked the ball to set up Lamont, the substitute almost made an immediate impact. Further pressure on the Colne back line, which began after some indecision from Thomas Fowler, saw John Lawless with a chance to add to his 30-goal season tally, but his shot rose over the bar. Sean Harris, whom his manager believes could become the best left-back in the league, set off on a burst which began deep inside his own half and almost ended with Rob Lamont bumbling his way to a goal. When Stephen Williams burst into the box from deep, his run was ended after Bill Williams raised his leg, but the referee declined to penalise the Colne defender for the challenge. Liam Loughlin then came close to scoring what surely would have been goal of the season when he met Steve Jones's corner on the edge of the area. The Reds continued to press for a fourth, but it appeared destined to never arrive, especially when firstly John Lawless saw his shot blocked and then Ronnie Morgan, following up, saw his effort take a deflection before crashing against the bar. And when Daniel Hand squandered a late chance to grab a second goal, following up after John Lawless's shot had been parried by Christopher Thompson, it looked as though the Reds would have to set up for a 2-goal margin. However, when Mark Coyne met James Crorken's corner at the near post with 4 minutes remaining, there suddenly was a chance for the visitors to claim an unlikely point. Without their leading goal scorer on the pitch though, Colne never had the firepower to find the equaliser, and in fact it was the Reds who were unlucky once again not to add to their tally in the final seconds as Stephen Williams crashed his shot against the woodwork.
Pleasing performance tonight.
Yeah, it was a great performance by the lads. You know, the games have been coming thick and fast, so you know, getting the most out of them that we can. And you know, we're playing every other day now, so they've done really well.
Surprising how much energy they still got in the system.
Yeah, they're finding it from somewhere. They're coming out and they're digging in, and you know, putting a good performance. You know, playing that game on Saturday was a tough game, and then coming straight into this one. You can't fault them for what they're doing.
Nice start for you though.
Yeah, great start. I actually missed it. I was just coming up the change. It was a bit late. It was nice for Danny Hand to get on the score sheet and get a goal.
He's put a shift in tonight, getting up and down that right flank, didn't he?
Yeah, he was on the right, and then we switched him across and put him onto the left, and he ended up right back towards the end. But you know, he's done well, the lad. Well, they all done very well.
And Liam Loughlin as well in the centre of the park is here, there and everywhere.
Yeah, you know, Liam, he'll dog all day. You know, he wins the ball, passes it, you know, gets involved and everything. And right at the end, he had a great effort. You know, he was unlucky if that had gone in. It would have been a goal of the season.
And, that crossbar at the far end must still be rattling after a couple of late chances.
Yeah, it's still there, still rattling, still having a go. But you know, that's what it's all about, isn't it? You take your chances, and if you don't take them, then that's it.
Another impressive performance the team has dug out for you tonight.
Yeah, they've worked well again, Paul. You know, from start to finish again, you know, I keep saying it. I mean, obviously every 2 days I'm going to say the same thing. They put another a good shift in. Okay, we've won 3-2. Could have been a lot more, but they're running on empty now, mate. But they're still getting about the pitch. So it's credit to them. We've played well as well. Which is pleasing. And again, we've created a lot of chances tonight. A lot of chances. I think we've hit the bar about 4 times. I'm not sure. Their keepers made a right few good saves as well. So overall, yeah, very pleased.
Couldn't have got off to a better start, could you, with the Danny Hand's goal?
Well, to be funny, when I seen it was Danny Hand's, I was in shock, to be honest. But to be fair to the kid, he got on the end of another one, which I didn't think was offside. So hopefully it's registering with him where he's taking a little chance to come in at the far post. So yeah, it's pleasing for him, to be honest, and it's a good start, as you said. We've had a good go for the first 20 minutes especially, and we could have scored 1 or 2 more. Again, with the keeper pulled off 1 or 2 good saves off Stephen Jones. So yeah, pleased.
Just wasn't going to go in towards the end, was it? That woodwork must still be rattling.
I don't know, I think Ronnie's been practising crossbar challenge. But you know, like I've said, if they get in the positions and we're creating the chances, then you know it beds well for the future as such. You know, your problem is when you don't create chances and you don't get in there, that's when you start to worry. But as long as they keep making chances and having a go, I can't complain.
Liam Loughlin almost pulled off goal of the season with that volley, didn't he?
Yeah, it's something that was spoke about, to be honest. But I don't want to go too much into it. But it was a great strike. You know, Paul Scholes has done it over the years, hasn't he? So it was on tonight. So he's had the right good goal, and it was really unlucky. But it was a hell of a strike, and it would have been goal of the season. Never mind goal of the season, mate. I think someone might have put that on YouTube.
Another quick turnaround, Squiresgate on Wednesday evening.
We're getting tired now, Paul. I'm even getting tired. But again, you know, we have to do it. It's as simple as that. And you know, again, whatever 11 I put out, because I had a few injuries again after tonight. And we'll just see how, you know, young Tom Stewart's got a back muscle. He's got a problem there. Anthony Browne's struggling with his groin. Steve Jones is struggling now. So they're coming, but you know, again, there's enough in the squad hopefully to get a game and hopefully get another decent performance.